What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 143 of the Cheesy Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton LaPlatte. Joining me, as always, we have the Mayor Stardew Valley and the Orgia, Chris Montalbano.
I swear to drunk, I'm not God.
We got the most degenerate squid in the sea, Jalen Roberts.
I got a new outfit. Stola got a new outfit. We out here saucing.
You was just talkative this episode. It was real, real engaging. We got the Ray Trace Durag Madrid Devon.
Samurai rotation.
And we have joining us once again, like we gotta have this man back more often, the coolest guy on the podcast, Josh Jones.
If you run Storms, your buns.
We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're gonna talk about the Pokemon TCG for like a solid hour, non-stop. And you're gonna love it. We enjoyed it.
I got a lot of fucking questions.
Stick around. And that's what
What age is too? What age is too young to play Resident Evil? My friend was asking.
Depends on which one.
None.
First one, the remake that was on the GameCube.
Are there titties in it?
GameCube remake, 8.
8?
Around the same age they could watch the first horror movie.
Okay. Shots directly
Blood
fired
and
at my
gore
dad.
or sex, like individually, I think it's fine. But I think when you throw them both together, it's like blood.
Oh no,
You
you
were
can't go.
crossing-
You can't go psychosexual. You can't bring that
You were
into.
going.
I think that's
some
No,
streams.
no,
You don't want to raise a psychopath.
No, you can't, no, they have to have their first existential crisis first. Then you can bring that.
Yeah,
crap
you
in.
can't introduce that kind of trauma.
Right.
Right, that's the
They
thing.
need to find that on their own.
Yeah,
I think for
exactly.
the most part, when
First
I have kids, I'm gonna just wait till they like experience some shit, and then it's like, all right, once you
it's gonna
on
be
your
weird
own
though.
organically have hit whatever.
What's gonna be weird?
Because they're gonna watch anime, and anime got that shit.
Yeah, your kid's gonna be a weeb ass watching hentai at the age of 12.
Okay. Okay. I turned out fine.
12, like, well, yeah, that's probably the age that I discovered it. So,
I'm like, oh, yep.
what's this place called? Newgrounds.
Oh, came out straight up middle school. Like the joke was tell somebody to Google hentai. So, right, ha! It's like
Like, why is the dog from Family Guy wanting me to look at these pictures?
You end up discovering things.
And you end up losing computer privileges.
yeah.
Y'all got caught.
Hey, single moms with 2 jobs, you never get caught.
Never lost.
All
Goddamn.
right. So Josh, we got simulation and in chat calling out the Pokemon TCG Master of the Underground Tournament ring.
Yeah, unexpectedly, really, because I hopped in. I think one of the main reasons why I was able to hop in and be successful is because I really wanted to do live. I wanted to play live. Like, actually, I started collecting the cards. It's like, you know what? Let me just
learn how to play.
Yeah, let me just learn how to play, because I thought I never played the game, and I always thought it was kind of like interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I started buying the cards, trying to build a deck.
Mm-hmm.
And at first, I saw the just a little online calls of like, nobody plays this.
Right.
I could just toss them out. A couple of them I was like, they were literally just like laying around the house, or just originally just like just had them out. Just in case, sometimes I'll just keep them just in case. Sometimes I'm just like,
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
stay ready because you don't have to get ready. It's like, I might play. Nobody would use this. There's no point, because I didn't know that you could play the game online yet. I thought it was just like you can just own like online compendium. Really, that's what I thought it was.
Okay, like a encyclopedia, whatever, like your collection, like a checklist,
like an online Pokedex of the same cards. So like you can have it in person, but you can also collect them online. It was like, all right, whatever. And then I can't remember when I found out, but I think I might have just been Googling it or something like that about playing the game online. And I was like, wait a second. So I thought you can just go online, just like the website, you just can play. It's like, no, you need to get an app to play this. And then I logged in, created an account. And it was thorough. It was like you had to do all, basically, give your social security.
Right,
it's days in the mail.
That wasn't Pokemon.com. That was Pokemano.com.
But, so I downloaded the app and I was like, whoa, this is like really in depth. Like, this is for real. Like, it felt like I was going for like a real tournament. Like, it was real. And so I went and like gathered all the cards I got. I probably had like five or six and did them all at the same time. Ended up with some decent cards and started playing. And then at first they send you on the it's kind of like a training regimen where it's like, okay, we're going to show you how to play the game. These are just the rules. And so they give you a deck. They give you an online deck. It's like, hey, this is how you load. This is how you do this. This is how the RNG works. This is how you play. And then I went through a couple rounds with that, earned my first decks. And then, and at the same time, I'm still buying cards because I still want to play.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm still collecting cards. Actually, my current deck is actually it's halfway serious. It's not as serious as my online deck, but it's like my IRL
I was
deck.
just about to ask, is this your IRL deck you're flexing right now, or is this your online deck?
My online deck is you can go ahead.
Question: where do you buy Pokemon cards? Because it's like
Oh, you can go to GameStop.
rare.
So the thing is, I didn't realize how it was. I think I came upon buying Pokemon cards. I think it was like TikTok or whatever, and so
Okay,
it started to get very, very serious. And so and then realizing that you can't Walmart. When I first started buying them, you can just go to Walmart and pick up cards. It was maybe like a month or so into buying the cards. That's when it hit its like peak,
Right.
to where it's like you can't go to Walmart and just get a couple of cards. Like when I was buying it, I was getting
too.
like.
Do
I
you
was-
have a Charizard?
No, I don't. That's super rare. Like
Any Charizard, apparently.
They just stopped printing them.
Because I got for my birthday, Marissa bought me a pack, just like a booster pack,
yeah.
to like fill space, and I opened it and I was like, oh, this is kind of dope. I kind of want to like collect all the
See,
Pokemon.
it's that pack opening. It's like
And then-
it's physical cocaine right there. It's addictive. You know?
I got
physical
into it
cocaine.
and like found out like they did a reprint of the original, like when we were kids, original 150 and like the black and white decks, and I was just like, and there's like a 1 or like a 3% chance you can get like holographic Charizard from back in the day.
Yeah, I mean they had because I
3%?
watched
That's enough.
3%.
like I watched
gotcha games.
I watched card pulls, and you know it happens, but it's still super rare. Like I remember when I started buying them. I think I started buying them maybe like last was it last Christmas? No, it was two Christmases ago. I was buying them for my nephew because he was just getting into Pokemon. I think he got like the 3DS. He had like the whatever newer Pokemon game was on there. He had that. I was like, let me just buy him cards. And so back then you can walk up and get like a Shining Fates, which at the time that was like the deck to get because like shiny everything Now you can't get the packs anymore in Walmart. You still go to GameStop. I just picked up a Shadow Calyrex maybe like a month ago.
Oh,
Nice.
oh, what?
Oh yeah, it might have been. I think it might have been Galarian Shadow Calyrex.
Calyrex.
Wait,
I know what you're talking about. Like
They got
that's a
Galar and
Pokemon.
Shadow Pokemon.
Yeah, that's one of the promo. It's one of the promo. packs.
Yo, I need a new Coliseum game.
Yeah, I got the big
badly.
holographic.
Shadow Pokemon are in Pokemon Go. Like Pokemon Go, that was like quarantine because like from work I could hit a Pokestop, and they added Galarian stuff to Pokemon Go recently. And
Listen, Galarian, that's its own subcategory.
You need to
is it
play
Galarian or Galarian?
is
Galarian?
Galarian.
Galarian, okay.
So it's the Galar region.
The Gallery.
The Galar region.
I don't. There was no voice
UK.
acting in the game, so
Right,
we
yeah.
don't truly know.
I've watched the anime. Oh, Pokemon Journeys on Netflix.
I have
Solid.
I've been watching that. I kind of like I've been watching XY on Hulu. I do like XY better than I do like Journeys. I have to admit.
I don't know. Me and Go.
The
Like a spirit
Pokemon
animal
anime
thing.
has never been bad.
It's better. It's better than it took me a while to get into it, but it's essentially the same.
I
It's
just
just
had a
different. It's
personal,
never been bad though.
I had a personal beef when it went from network TV to cable, and I didn't have cable, and they changed all the voice actors. When it went to Cartoon Network, I had a personal beef with it. So, and the fact that I just couldn't watch it, I was like, it's terrible. I'm not missing shit. Fuck this shit.
I mean, to me, Pokemon anime is like pizza. Pizza's like, it's not bad. It's
Yeah.
not the greatest pizza you've ever had, but you're never like mad that you ate pizza.
Yeah.
Sex, pizza, and Pokemon.
It's always yeah.
the three constants.
And this goes back to our 12-year-old cross-streaming phase.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But yeah, so I started reading up, watching YouTube videos. There's this. It was hard to find, but I found this one. Well, it was like a couple articles of like how to actually win. What is the meta like? At first, I was like, I'm really trying, doing like random things, just getting a card so I can get more decks and trying to because with the versus ladder, you get to the more you win, the more points you earn, the more cards you can buy online, which I do love about the online
first
game.
taste, huh?
Right. This in ranked. The
Yeah.
fact your streams hit like on such a level. Like your stream titles are like ladder matches and the date, and it's just like this
I'm
man.
learning because I was like some things I was like, yeah, let me just do it my way, but then I was like, you know what, let me try to clean it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Let me get my lights, let me get 2 screens, da. But yeah, you can
Right?
what I do love about the online game is you can't really buy your way into it. Unlike the real game,
Right.
you can just buy the cards. Like
Yeah,
if you have
eBay,
you
100%.
can just be like, all right, let me spend $1,000. You get your cards, you go to the tournament, you can win. Continue to win. You can do that, or I'm the type of person where I want to earn my way. I have to buy the packs to find the cards. I want to be a real treasure hunter when it comes to when I get my cards.
I like that.
But online, everybody has to do that. You can buy code cards and like you can buy code cards and you can trade for them, but it's still the fact you have to trade for them. It makes it a little bit harder.
So
but-
those codes you get in the packs, because I was like watching like pack openings. The thing that really screwed me over was the Detective Pikachu movie, because I went opening weekend and they gave me and Angelina packs of cards, and I was like, ooh. And I have them somewhere. Like I know I have a stack of codes. Like the last time I was like in your chat, I was looking around the studio. I'm like, I know I have some codes, and I don't know if they expire.
No,
Okay,
I don't think they do.
If they don't expire, I have some codes somewhere.
That would be lovely because I buy the codes and sometimes I will openly admit sometimes I will be a fucking scumbag and I will hawk these card pulls and they'll show the cards. You just because most of the time it's on my phone. Screenshot real quick. Pull the cards.
There you go.
It's free real estate. But
Let's go.
But yeah, it's you can earn your way to get new decks, and then if you learn the meta, you can actually get booster packs and treasures and different things you can win in tournaments. If you play the actual tournaments, then you can win things that you can trade, but you can't trade what you earn on the ladder. So basically, what you're needing to do is get the tickets to go into the tournaments.
Tickets.
And then you earn coins, you earn
Bro's
tickets.
just
and you
playing
earn chests.
Overwatch. Like I'm just like connecting all these dots of like
Dude,
I'm like
this
you're
is-
just playing
this is
Overwatch ranked,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's Pokemon cards
Wow.
online. Like this is because you're like your ladder matches. The similar types of streams that I see to like the content you're doing are like fighting game tournaments. Like people who like every week lock in, do like a set number of matches of like certain games, and then you have like cosmetics, like you talking about these. So do the codes get you a pack or do they just get you a card?
They give you a pack. So you get one. So you get a basically you buy a booster pack. You
Right.
get it in person, and then you get a booster pack that you can
Using
you can use it in game. So you can either open the pack in the game, or you can hold on to it and use it to trade. So what you really want to do is when you get your code cards, you just stack up a couple, and
Right.
then you use them to trade to get better cards. That's what I had to do to get the better monsters that I have now.
And so the codes you get, does it matter what set they came out of?
No.
Okay, so it's
Well,
just
actually, it does. It says like Battle Styles or Revolving Skies or.
right. So like if I know a couple of the ones that I have are from the Detective Pikachu. Would you get like Detective Pikachu booster packs or?
I don't know because I don't think I've seen maybe because you can't just go out and buy it. It's probably it may have been like a promo deck
Yeah.
that they were giving out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It was just
Did
packs.
you open them?
Yeah.
But it has the code card.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, it's probably redeemable. But I haven't. I personally have not seen the Detective Pikachu code cards. It's mostly just the more modern decks. Some of them are a couple generations before, but it's mostly just the more modern.
Yeah,
decks.
I know the cards weren't good because that was something I was like, oh, let me see if like. That was what had. I still have some Pokemon cards watched on eBay that I want. Like, I want the shiny Ho-Oh card that they have. Because that card's just awesome.
Yeah, I was an idiot when I first got mine because I started off really good. Like I had a Vaporeon, I had a Buzzwole, I had a Phalanx V, I think it was like a set of like 6 really good shiny cards, and I sold them on eBay for like $10. I thought I was going to get, when on eBay you can be like, okay, you can buy it now for this price, or you can bid, but like only one person bid, so I had to stop. So I should have just held off them because a couple of them were like real nice, but I ended up getting a couple really good ones. Like one of the more recent ones that I got was like a full art Pikachu VMAX. I just pulled a
Dude, the full art cards, like,
yes.
Dude,
Sick.
I pulled actually, I think in one day, and the most recent time I bought like 4 decks from GameStop. I pulled a Sylveon.
And you got
Sylveon
a YouTube
V.
channel with all this, right? You got you flipping through. Do you know like the algorithm for the packs?
No, I don't have a YouTube channel for me opening packs.
Man,
Do you do it on your TikTok?
It's like open it. It's like open
this
the
is the
packs.
content the streets are asking for.
Like I'll probably start doing like this because I did like the one I pulled the Pikachu VMAX. I did that on my reels. So
Okay.
maybe like the next time I buy a couple packs, I'll just chop off the videos or whatever if I get a couple good ones. Because the last time I got a Jolteon, a Sylveon, and an Espeon. All at once, same pull, not the same deck, same deck, but in different
same
decks.
day.
The same day. Because those it was like Evolving Skies. All like because those that's the main. That's like kind of like the meta for Evolving Skies. It's like the new Eevee. I guess like the Eevee metas, whatever. And so I got those all in one. It's like damn, these I gotta hold on to because I think the Sylveon that I got was. Maybe like 15, and for like a Pokemon card, 15 is like a decent. It's like a decent price to hold on to because it's pretty valuable. But right now I'm building up a decent little some. I think I need to pick what my engine is going to be because learning the card engines was very very interesting because I started off with the theme deck. I think the first one that I got was the Inteleon theme deck, and then I got the Rillaboom theme deck. And the Rillaboom, oh my god, the Inteleon is probably one of the most annoying decks to play against. Where they shoot the energy out when you shoot the energy out your card, that shit is horrible.
That's fucked up.
There's so many things. There's so many powerful cards. Like I have a Galarian Slow King V. That it's only two energies, right? 2 energies, and it's like you hit them, and then the very next turn, it doesn't cause any damage, but the next turn that is out. Straight up, you're dead. Next turn, like you hit them, they do a turn, and the next turn after they do it, they're just dead. And that's a dangerous card right there. As soon as I saw that, I was
it's only 2 energies.
Only 2 energies.
Oh, that's
Kinda
cheap.
energies.
Only 2 energies. So that's what let's say if you pull
Like
that out
normal
first.
energies or
One it's a dark.
dark.
So it's dark and then it's dark and
sense.
whatever. So it's like if you end up going first and you end up pulling a dark, automatically right there. Then your very next turn do it right there, and then that's probably the whole game.
Yep.
It can end up being the whole game. And that's one of the things I love about this game is you can have the best deck in the world, but if you're not pulling the cards that you need, you can get your ass whooped. Like for real.
RNG.
You can get you for real can get your ass
Okay,
whooped.
Jesus, no.
So if the Pokemon world was real, would you rather it have the video games mechanics or the card game mechanics?
I wouldn't. It's weird how how would you work in giving the energy to? I don't think I've worked.
Here, take my energy.
You just have a little book and you flipping through energies.
Oh yeah,
It's like a little perk 30. You know what I'm saying? It's like
you literally
here's the
draw
blue
a
one. Here's
card.
the red one. Oh, like literally. Oh, kind of like you. Kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Wait, like how they did in Tamers?
Yeah,
They did in Digimon
yeah.
Tamers.
Exactly like that.
Josh, when you start playing these games, just because like the things I'm hearing you say, like I don't think I've heard somebody say Rillaboom out loud since Rillaboom got leaked for the game.
Man, because like when I read into it, it's like the Rillaboom engine. It's like if you really just load them up, and you can probably just run as long as you don't go against a certain deck. Because the meta, I mean, I don't know if the online meta is this. I don't know if there's like a. Is there another meta where people play person to person online on Pokemon?
I have no idea. Like the Pokemon TCG, it always happens at the same time as the competitive, like the TCG championship and the game championship happen at the same time.
Yeah.
And that is just all of those streams are completely over my head. I
started watching the TCG tournament. I think it was like a month or so. I watched it I saw it on Twitch. I can't even lie. I was watching it. It was kind of dope. I can't even flex. It was the way. It's like the way the commentary was. It's like the people who talk about it, they were very very knowledgeable about it. But it was
an esport.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
When you're doing like.
Oh no! I was about to say, whenever esport commentators get on it, it's like, oh fuck!
There's
so much I didn't know. Apparently,
they slick be roasting folks. I'll be like, damn.
Why would you?
They're kind of dicks. I'm not even going to lie. They're kind of
I think ever the fact that Josh is getting into esports through Pokemon.
It's because I gotta find my niche. I can't just get into anything. It has to spark my interest in order for me to really dive into it.
So like the games, they have this thing that's EV and IV training, where like IV are like inherent values, and then EVs are effort values, and you can basically so many
you ever
people
wanted your Pokemon to fuck?
You do that for Ivy.
Yeah, you can evolve.
Right.
I guess you can evolve, but you can't. It's not like you can. But there's some Pokemon where you can. They're naturally able to use. I think Mewtwo. Mewtwo is one of them where if Mewtwo can use the powers of any of your Pokemon. What? Like he can straight up, like if you give him energy, he can use any power that you have. So
on your bench or like even
you could just use anybody's power.
That's
like
broken.
It's crazy. And then I thought the Slow King was broken. I was like, wow, how the fuck do you? It's possible. Like there's ways that you can beat it, but you just have to be set up in a specific way, like the Blissey, right?
Yeah.
So Blissey V has an engine where you can
Madrid's 12
it's literally like it'll be like 30 damage for each energy card that you have, and it's like double energy. So you can end up loading your deck full of regular energy and double energy. I've gone against one. It was like 90 right now. Blissey with the 90. That's like 500. You're dead. It's the end of the game. But I ended up having the Galarian Slow King V at the same time while they loaded it up. So it's like, yo. So when you think you're dead, right? You load up the Galarian Slow King. He has the right amount of energy at the right amount of time. Just dead him. You're buns. You're dead.
Does it work the same way where you're just like you collect so many prize cards and then that's how you win? Like what is the winning of the game?
Blissey, bussy, tomato. It's either you beat everybody on their bench, or it's 6 prize cards.
Okay, so it is the same.
Yeah, and the pacing really depends. I'm starting to notice. Originally, for like the longest, it would be like everybody's playing V Maxes, everybody's playing Vs, and that's two prize cards. Now I'm starting to notice people are really loading up. It's a very very I don't know how to describe it, but it's like there are certain cards where if you load them up, they're just basic, just like not the Vs, not the GXs, not the EX. They're very very regular cards, but you have to load them up if you can load them all up in a specific way. Some of them have powers to where they load each other up. It's like where it'd be like, okay, automatic poison. It doesn't matter. They're on your bench, poison. You're poisoned, and then the other person.
You don't even have to like go switch out. Like,
no, it's just an ability that your bench has that it'll be like once per turn, the ability you can poison your opponent. Boom, and then you can load up for another one where it's like if the opponent is poisoned, then this damage is like 90 more. And then you have your whole bench, and it's like it'll be like a family of cards where it'd be like, if it has this name in it, then they get to do this, or you can load up the energy, boom, 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 you're dead, and it'll just be the basic cards.
Nice.
So if you beat one of them, you only take one prize card. But strategically, for the most part, a lot of people, it's all VMAXs, GXs, Vs as 2 prize cards. So you load up all your 1 prize cards against all the 2 prize cards, where you're poisoning everybody and hitting them. The advantage is whenever you hit them, they take 2. They may or may not take you, but you have a full deck that you can replace them, that they're only taking 1. So even if you're going back and forth, they could just do you 3 times. They still have to get you 6, and you're already loaded up. That's probably the wildest thing that I'm starting to see. This wasn't happening like a month ago. I'm just now seeing that.
You're watching the meta start to shift.
It's starting to shift, so it's like
right in front of your face. You're fucking in there.
right
We
now.
got him.
Because right now it's like you can trade for better cards. So it's like anybody can go in, you learn the system, you can trade for better cards, and you'll be successful. In my case, I was able to get a lot better cards, so I can go through the ladder. I can get through the third. I think it lasts the week. The ladder lasts for the week, and so you go through like 3 different levels. Most of the time, most weeks I play maybe like 3 days for a couple hours. I end up getting to like level 3 of the ladder. So it's like level 1. It's like probably like maybe like I don't know 500 points. Level 2, level 3, and then you end up with, I think the end is like 2,000 points. For the week, I think that's the end where it's just like everything, everything else repeats.
Weekly cycle.
It's a weekly cycle. So,
Josh, you don't understand how deep in this shit you are, and all.
Yeah, I love talking about this shit. So, like normally, you can just load up. Recently, I found like a lot of success because of the cards that I'm building. I've picked up the meta. Okay, I was like, okay, well, like the currently. Water deck is your safest bet because nobody's playing
Grass.
Nobody's playing grass. Nobody. Absolutely
Electric.
About lightning.
nobody. Lightning.
Electric.
There's enough. Like my deck right now, it's the main one is called Paddock. It's a water deck. But all my main water cards, they're not weak to electric. Normal water
like
ones.
Mudkip kind of.
Yeah, mine are weak to either weak to steel or grass.
What are some of these Pokemon?
Water fairy, probably.
For example,
Just throw fairy in the mix.
like Galarian, not Galarian. Galarian Darmanian.
That's ice. What's he? Ice?
Yeah, he's water. He's a water type, but he's
because it's the card game.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have one of the ones I always load up is Vaporeon. The main card that I always love, it's I think it's Blastoise and Piplup. It's a tag team card, which I love because
Blastoise and Piplup.
Tag team cards
are so amazing. This one specifically
super cool.
because this one is an energy loading, so you play them 150 damage. But if you have a bunch of water cards in your deck, you can use 3 of them and load them on your bench. So you hit them with that move, you can automatically load them. So let's say you loaded up your Eevee, and then let's say you already had your Vaporeon loaded up. So you got your Vaporeon, and let's say you got like your Steelix, or you got your Galarian Darmanian.
Are there 3-way tag team cards?
Yeah, I have one. The Arceus. I have an Arceus one tag team. Was probably the hardest card that
These
I got
tag
right now.
team cards are just like
Some of them are
shit.
straight up disrespectful. I think the Arceus one is kind of disrespectful because you can load up from your deck. You can load up 3 cards from your deck to hit your bench. So let's say for example, what I love to do is load up the Blastoise Piplup first. If I happen to pull it, load that up first. Load up their energy, hit them with the 150, and then I have a bunch of water cards. So then I can load up my Vaporeon, and Vaporeon is 60 damage and then 30 damage for each additional water card.
These are disrespectfully fucking cool.
So like
These tag team cards are disgusting.
So it's gross. It's really gross.
Like,
I mean, just like off of. Let me just read y'all some of these teams: Zekrom and Pikachu, Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres, Sylveon, and Gardevoir. We got
Garchomp and Giratina.
It's pretty. Let me see if I can. What are the other ones I got?
Latias and Latios.
I got the
Celebi and Venusaur.
The Zoroark.
Of course they got Mew and Mewtwo.
It's pretty gross.
That's cool.
Any Mewtwo tag team is just disgusting. I hate you for
inherently broken.
It's really gross.
Raichu and Alolan Raichu. This card right here. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's. most people don't really get too disgusting because they must be rare cards. If you have them, you don't want to trade them.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
A lot of them are really
disgusting.
Right, this is like
Tag Team Mew and Mewtwo.
Any
is
like
just-
really
that-
any
that-
dark,
Gengar and Mimikyu?
any sidekick tag team is gross. Any sidekick tag team is gross. Straight up. So
these are nuts.
so if you're able to get them, then you're gonna have a good time.
Way
Mew
more
and
than
Mewtwo
Magic
card,
Ball?
literally, if you had just have one extra energy to expend, besides the cost of the attack, you heal your
Is this
Mews
real?
and Mewtwo's and your entire bench.
Yeah, I think the grossest one that I just like I have to have this card is I think it's Galarian Muck and it's Muck and Grimer together, where it'll be like you hit them and it's 8 poison, and then another one there's like 8 poison and you come back, you add an extra energy. It's 120 damage because they're poisoned, and then you heal yourself. So if they happen to do anything, you heal yourself, and then you get them again because they're poisoned. And it's 8 poison, so each turn, it's 80 damage. Each turn is 80 damage. So even if they happen to kill you, they still have 80 damage, so they're gonna die eventually.
Muck and Alolan Muck. That is.
It's so gross. It's so gross. So right now, my main.
Oh, it gets
ones-
even worse. They heal off of it too.
Yes,
It's
it's
oh,
bad.
God.
It's really bad. So like the water is honestly, if you like really lighter success, water deck, because honestly,
And it paralyzes. What the fuck?
that's the GX move.
Yeah.
The GX move is really good.
Are tag trios a real thing? Like I feel like I've seen one fake tag team card that was Lugia and Ho-Oh. Is there a Charizard, and Charizard card?
I don't think I've seen that one.
Is this real?
But it's plus the
Nope, Pinterest is fake.
on the tournaments, most people they're gonna play Charizard. So if you have a water deck, you're good. Unless they're doing Soaring Storm, which is probably I fucking hate. You're a fucking pussy if you're playing Soaring Storm. You're a fucking pussy, and I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you if you're playing
the
Soaring Storm.
realness,
in
the
a-
fucking energy.
I fucking hate them so fucking much because it's broken on the turn. It's broken on the
is
turn.
real hate
They have,
that I'm-
they have a tag. They have like it's not a tag team card, but it's like if you have this card in an active spot and another one on your bench, it's an extra like 8. It's like I think it's like an extra 100 damage, and there's not a lot of 100 damage. Like it's because these are basic themed decks. Like they're not GX decks. They're basic themed decks. So there's not a lot of cards that do more than 100 damage. So you have 2 cards that have the ability to do over 100 damage, and then you have another card. The main one is the Dragonite. The Dragonite will be able to load up all the cards that you would need to hit them for over 100, or you can use it to load up any other card. So you can and that's just the ability. That's not an attack. That's an ability that you can do every turn. It's to just load up. It's like it's so fucking broken. You're fucking cheat, and you're a cheat person, and I fucking hate you. You're a fucking pussy. I hate anybody who uses the Soaring Storm. I tried it once. So I was like, this is so fucking gross. But I usually go for the Inteleon when I'm running tournaments, or the Darmanian deck. Because I'm not a pussy. I mean, if you run the Charizard deck, that's what people do.
Is it like running the Blue Eyes White Dragon deck for fucking Yu-Gi-Oh players?
Basically, yeah, because it's like Charizard.
It's the Chad deck.
It's the Chad deck.
Yeah.
Like you're probably a child. Like it's like getting.
It's running pharmacy in Overwatch.
It's like it's like
With the Reinhardt right down there.
It's like saying your favorite basketball team is whatever team LeBron James is on. It's just like you're not a fan of basketball.
Right.
You just want to go whoever winning.
Yeah,
That's what it's
exactly.
like. That's what it's like for just
fan
to
of
So
Shit.
you're calling out all the meta slaves.
Right.
Yes, I am. It's like
take your shots.
It's like
No,
choose
it's
water.
not
It's
even-
like
take
choose
your
water.
shots.
Choose water. It's foolproof.
Is water? You
It's
say
fluid.
choose water because it's safe?
Choose water because it's safe. Because there's no one. Yes, because there's no weakness, and plus you just own all the people who are playing the Charizard off rip.
That's true.
And it's I say
So you're out to
You're
punish
playing-
the meta slave.
So you're
Yes.
taking
You're a
taking
salvation.
No, you're just playing another tier 1 deck. That's really all it is.
It's like I play to win.
It's anti.
I play to win, but I'm not going to be a fucking pussy. That's what it is. So like I play water because it has the least amount of weaknesses because other people are following the meta. It's kind of like everybody is going in one direction. I'm watching where they're going and flanking them. Essentially, because some people play steel like the Zamazenta. Zamazenta. That one, that deck I respect. I'm not even going to lie.
Steel deck?
The steel deck. I respect a steel deck. You have taste.
I mean,
for real. A fair
deck is top tier.
The critique
type
of
on
like
both.
Yeah, I'm currently trying to build a steel
Pokemon
deck
card community
because the steel deck is very punishing and it doesn't have a lot of weakness. For some reason I don't see a lot of people
Except for
playing
fire.
Fire. I don't.
Well, no. Steel's their weakness in the card game is fire. Still, right? Because I mean, this is solely based off the game.
It really just depends. The thing about steel is I think they're weak. A lot of them are weak to fighting power, which I don't understand. I don't understand why nobody's playing fighting. Nobody's playing fighting. Nobody's.
Because everybody's got a psychic, or at least
what's
one
a
clutch
good
psychic, right?
fighting
Urshifu, straight up.
Oh, I straight up forgot about that.
Yeah.
If you can get, it's like if you can get, but you're only. I don't know why they're
Is
only.
Urshifu the water?
No,
'Cause I have an
he's
Urshifu
like
water type.
He's like a kung fu dog
No,
or some
but
shit.
yeah, he gets fodder. He's either fighting dark or fighting water.
Hold on, the Gigantamax. No, you're right.
I have fighting water Urshifu. I don't know if that's the right.
I think the fighting dark one for me is just personally cooler, but I think that one's a either way.
I just got
Personally,
water
I've really just seen this either like the regular Urshifu or like the single strike Urshifu.
Yeah.
Right,
But
it's single or rapid strike.
It's so absolutely strange to me that nobody's playing fighting decks, but almost everybody is weak to fighting decks. The cards that you're choosing, they're all weak to fighting decks, but nobody is looking. No, I don't understand. Like, why are you not looking at the cards that everybody's playing?
You're saying water and fighting is about to be the shit right now, right?
If I can see like a month, if people are reading, if not the lower the basic tier strategic deck, but that's a little bit harder to do because you have to know what these cards are doing, like running either running the Rillaboom engine, running the Whimsicott engine. If you can get those cards, those basic ones where you can like knock the 2 tiers out easily, and still if they beat you, you still have a bunch of them that only take 1. But a fight, like if you can get a water, what I'm trying to do is getting a really, really, really decent water fighting type deck, and you will literally wash anybody because like they're running the Charizard, they're running like the Victinis, they're running the Blazikins. You're gone. You run literally anything else, they're probably going to be weak. Everybody's weak to fighting type. You could be steel, you're weak to white. Electric, you're weak to fighting type. Fairy, you're weak to fighting type. Everybody's weak to fighting type.
Weak to fighting type?
A lot of them are. A lot of them are. The ones that
are they fairy normal?
It's the
normal
one,
I know.
The card games is kind of weird.
It's just the ones that they're playing. Like nobody's really playing any new Pokemon. Like the same Pokemon that people know. Those are the ones that people are still playing. There aren't a lot of Pokemon that are like, oh, I've never seen that before. Except for like Necrozma, which I think Necrozma might be one of like in the game. It was like Togetic, but in the cards, Necrozma is like that's my guy. There's nothing particularly special about them. I just like the card design, and I like you have to get a special energy plus a dark energy. I hate that it's weak. I hate that it's weak to its own type, which is I don't understand how Psychic type is the meta when it's weak to itself. It doesn't make sense.
In the card game, it's weak.
In the card game, it's weak. A lot of them are weak to themselves. It doesn't make sense.
That don't make no
like
sense.
Mewtwo, weak to themselves. Necrozma, weak to themselves. All the really
are they
strong.
Also still weak to fairy?
No.
Or dark?
No, they're either weak to dark or they're weak to psychic. But if you're playing psychic, you're gonna have dark cards with you. It does because there's another one called Pat. It's like a cemetery deck where it's like if you're not playing your cards to your psychic, if you're not playing psychic cards, then automatic 20 damage, which you can get. That's what I have on my deck, on my psychic deck. I was playing psychic for the longest. But I realized, like, if you're playing psychic, you're going to be weak. You're weak to yourself. So if you're facing a lot. That's kind of like the main. For a while, it was like that was like the main meta. It's like the psychic, but everybody's playing psychic. Everybody has cards that are weak to you.
Yeah.
So you have to move around if you want to. If you want to. If you want to run the ladder, because like it's all in good fun, you know. You just want to win. You want to win. You want to get up the ladder. You want to get better cards. You want to continue to win. So it's real interesting because it doesn't. It's always changing. Like you'll play for a while, the meta changes. You'll play for a while, the meta changes. Who changes the meta? I don't know. It'll be like somebody will figure something out. Yeah. Somebody will poke a hole. It continues to win. It could be like a person like me who sees something that's happening and be like, hold on, let me get it. Let me start another deck. Like that's why I'm starting a steel deck, because I started noticing, okay, steel is pretty straight. Nobody's onto the fighting. Nobody's onto the fighting types yet. If you get a steel deck, you know you can be safe against the water. There's like a lot of water types are weak to steel. You know, building the water deck. Nobody's running grass deck. I don't think anybody's going to be running grass deck for a while because there aren't a lot of strong ones.
There's not a lot of solid grass type.
There's not a lot. There really should be. There should be like
grass type.
I don't understand.
Underrated.
They have really good. Those are the ones that'll get you the poison. That's what I noticed. Those are the ones that'll get a lot of poison. That'll sneakily poison. That'll sneakily. They know how to load each other up. Yeah. Grass type knows how to communicate with each other, and then punish you. Which I do appreciate about the grass type energies.
Are there any trainer cards that are like you gotta have it in your fucking deck?
One trainer card is like I think it's like keto or something like that, where it's like instant confuse and poison. It's like a ninja, just straight up. It's like a poison. It's like a poison dart.
Oh shit! It causes confusion.
And it causes confusion. Confusion and
how does confusion work in? Because paralyze, you like flip a coin, and if you get the right one, then you. Yeah,
paralyze is pretty much you can't attack the next turn. Confusion is you have to flip a coin in order to attack.
Oh.
Or you have what you have to do is swap them out. If you have a bench swap, it'll cure them. Some of them where you can have like zero retreat, where you can like retreat, swap them back and forth. Yeah, if you get your loadout like that. But confusion is crazy. Confusion is crazy. Sleep is like that's one of I think that's one of the default ones where you want to have it on your deck. You want to have sleep. You want to have poison. You want to have confusion. I really like having sidekick with confusion because that one is really you can really knock them out like that. But yeah, the trainer cards can be really disrespectful, like knocking the energy out. That one is it's so good. I hate
because that's the main point of what you want to do. You want to make it to where they can't attack you.
Yeah, you really want to have it so that where they can't attack you. I've seen some people go back to back. One of the main cards that has to be in your deck is Boss's Orders. You got to have a couple Boss's Orders. That's the one where you can either. That's the one where you can swap them with their bench. So it's like you're not gonna have all strong cards, or like you're gonna have something that somebody's weak to, so you can swap them out easy lick. You know what I'm saying? Or you can have it so like you have multiple ones where it knocks out their energy. So like, knock out your energy, let me load it back up. Nope. Slow. Okay. That's probably the most annoying one. I saw somebody do that twice. I think it was like twice in a row to me. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It's like, you're one. It's like, you're one of them.
Right. That's fucked up.
It's like sometimes, like with the ladder, sometimes you'll get like somebody who knows what they're doing. Sometimes it'll be like, you're very average. You can probably sneak by me just by luck, and some of them are just like, "Nah, get out of here." But it's always cool to see people. It's always cool to see people who are like, "Okay, this is a well planned out. This is a well thought out." It's like, no, this took a while for you to build. I like seeing those decks. Those are the ones where it's like, I have all basic cards, but I'm still gonna eat your ass, like just straight up. So yeah, like Pokemon Trade, it's a good time because I appreciate building a skill, and I appreciate treasure building, like treasure hunting and skill building. Like that's real. It's real deep in this game. Plus, it's like strategy too.
So it's just hitting on multiple levels.
It's hitting on multiple levels, and the thing is, it's a card game. Like you can either play in person or you can play digitally. It's just cards. It's like it's a real.
That's so dope.
It's dope. It's like I feel like the game itself is so underrated because like usually when people think Pokemon cards, they're like, I got this, I got that. They just have them. Like they're not playing them. They just have the cards. Nobody knows how to play the game. But when you actually get into the game, it's like no. This is a very well thought out. Like they're balanced. It's like they're balancing the cards. It's like like with the Evolving Skies, with the Chilling Rain. The Chilling Rain was like heavy with this type Evolving Skies. So they bring back some other cards just to balance it out. So
Have you used Cerebi.net? That is the true test of how deep into anything Pokemon you are.
what's that?
Cerebi.net has been like the resource for Pokemon news.
Isn't that mostly for the games though?
No, they have trading card
It's
like
just Pokemon.
it's everything
I know I've been on
Pokemon.
that.
I might have when I was looking into what meta I need to build because eventually it got to the point where I was like I'm sick of losing.
Have you seen this website?
Cerebi? No, I haven't seen that.
Cerebi, but they have like a card decks, and they. When I tell you, at some point, if this is the nudge you need to get to Cerebi, Cerebi is this dude Joe Merrick. I found his like Twitter, and this dude has been running this site since I was in middle school. I remember being in like 6th grade going to Cerebi.net, and it's still up and running and updated constantly. The most recent update was today at 4:46. Well, dang, like 10 minutes ago was the last update to this site. And this site has consistently updated since middle school. So they definitely they cover Pokemon Go, the games, the anime, the cards, everything. All the spin-off games, all the everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. They probably have ways that I can get some strategies in there because it's like what I'm doing right now is great. I think I'm running like a 50-50 because it changes. Your matchups change. Like if you're running a decent deck, they're going to give you better matchups. If you're running a shitty deck, they'll give you easier matchups. So they want you to
MMR,
win. It's like they want you to win. So they're not going to have you in too bad of a hole. So and then they're not going to make it too easy either. So they're going to put you up with some matchups. But you just get, you know what I'm saying? You just keep getting better cards. You keep getting better. You keep building your strategy. So like even if you're in a hole, you can figure out what do I need to do to get out of a hole. Sometimes sometimes you need to run a risk. Sometimes you figure out, hey, I'm lost here. Let me just go ahead and concede so I can get the next game going.
Is Fusion Strike like relatively new?
Fusion Strike. Is that a card?
It's a like
Booster pack.
yeah,
series.
it's the 8th set
Fusion Strike.
in the Sword and Shield series.
Jesus.
No, I'm not familiar with that. I just know like Evolving Skies just came out a couple weeks ago, so that's the newest one. Before that, it was Chilling Reign, and I think before that was Shining Fates.
I have one last question because I could ask a lot of them on this card game. But does anybody ever like try to run a deck to where it's not like just themed? They're just like spreading out their types for type advantages just in case whatever their Pokemon.
That's what I did in the beginning. I figured out that strategy is really hard to win with because of how you're able to, because it's RNG, like it's picking random cards, so it's like you can end up with a bunch of energies that
don't match.
The only way that you would be able to do that for real would be you would have to pick one type and then the rest would have to be normal type. There's a couple of decent normal types like the double is absolutely destructive. Like if you keep the double on your bench, don't load it. Double has it so like it's 30 damage. It's like I think it's normal. I think it's like 60, and then 30 damage for each prize card that they take. So like let's say if you're losing, and it's like you're losing, but they have like 3. Load up the double automatically. You're gonna have like 200, 300 damage off rip.
This
So
Evolving
it's just like
Skies.
That's tight.
I'm looking at the Evolving Skies cards, and there's some heat in here. This Marshadow, Galarian Zapdos. There's some heat.
it's pretty dope. I'm probably gonna end up getting some more cards this weekend. I think I go to GameStop like every other week, get like 4 cards. Just
Don't drop your sources.
Do they have
Ooh, how
consistently?
often do you stream?
I stream Mondays and Tuesdays every week. Originally I was going to do like 8, could get it early, but like I noticed like views come in later, so sometimes I'll try to like push it back a little bit. But yeah, Mondays and Tuesdays streaming Pokemon trading card game online. It's a good time. I run beats in the background, so if you want to hear some, it's keep it jazzy, keep it chill.
So twitch.tv/Iknowjones.
Yeah.
We plug it in the Discord, and like every time one of your streams pops and we're like playing Final Fantasy, it's like everybody's like, oh shit, Josh is streaming Pokemon. So
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. If you're interested in the game, hit me up. My name is the same in the game. If you end up wanting to get into it, you can look me up, add me as a friend.
Yeah.
You can 1v1 me if you want.
Yeah.
You can trade. You can trade cards if you want, because I have a lot.
You taking on disciples?
Yeah, because that's the only way that I got on, really. Because like a lot of the really good cards that I have, somebody saw my stream and was like, "Yo, I'll trade you," and they gave me. That's like I have doubles of a bunch of cards. They gave me I think did they give me the Galarian? No, I bought that one. But a lot of the really good ones. I think the Necrozma that I have, somebody was like, "Here you go.
oh
You can have
shit.
it. You have it." So sometimes that's the only way that you can get on. Is just like knowing people. So I got copies of cards. You know what I'm saying? If somebody was really wanted to get into it, you know.
And can you just how much would a deck be just for me to buy like a starter deck,
A deck. Let's say if you're wanting to play online,
like a starter pack?
just a starter pack, it's like $4. So like I have my I do the game the GameStop Premium Power Pro whatever.
Yeah.
It's $5 a month. You can just get a deck every month for free. Really. Like they give they give the GameStop Pro, they give you
Yeah.
$5. You can just get a free deck. It's basically getting a free deck. You use that
So
$5.
like the physical starter pack at GameStop, I can be like,
Yeah. Just get a deck. You can just
fuck Josh, I
I mean,
can't. fuck.
honestly, I mean, Target has limits anyway, so you can because I go to the one at Camp Creek, and so they'll be like, hey, you can only buy. Sometimes they'll fuck with you,
Yeah.
like it's really we
like-
can only, but like sometimes I'll do like 3, and like I'm not about to hand you over getting 3 cards, but
Right.
actually that Target is really decent when it comes to getting cards. The last couple of times I was there, they had decent loadouts, but.
Fuck, I might have to call in some plugs.
Yeah,
I might have
normally
to.
like I'll go there and they'll be like, you can only buy 2, but just like buy it with this card and then we'll run this again. I'm like, appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. Just hit up the local GameStop because those folks will fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know, just don't be that guy that's gonna buy like 10 packs at a
No.
time. Don't.
I'm
be
gonna
that
get
guy.
my one free deck a month, and I'm just gonna have the plug-in on that, and just whatever the fuck I get is whatever the fuck I
It's not a
get.
whole deck. It's like whatever, like the 10 cards. Like
Yeah, it's
a
like
booster pack.
For real. Even if you're gonna be collecting slowly at a time, if you're gonna be collecting respectfully, just if you're gonna do this, do it. Because I see people go in and buy like get it where like the kids are in line and stuff, and they'll buy the whole thing.
No.
And I was like, nah, don't be that guy. But like for real, buy the individual decks. If you're going to be like playing in person, get the theme decks because you're basically just paying for it's like $15 maybe. You're paying for the one card. You'll get a couple cards in person, and you may or may not get a couple. I think it comes with like a couple packs. But if you really want to get like in person, if you want to get like the IRL really good cards, buy them individually. Unless it's like the theme deck, get the theme deck so like those theme decks are strong or whatever they came out. But like buying the individual cards, you are going to be more likely to get like the Charizards. Like you can get like the booster packs where it's like 5 or 10 in a pack. Those packs are not. I mean, they could, but you're very, very much less likely. I noticed. I personally noticed because when you get those, you can tell by the color of the card. White cards, you're gonna have a shiny in there. Green cards, you're not gonna have a shiny in there. And the one if you get the big decks, you'll end up with like 4 green cards and like one shiny card. You buy it individually, you're more likely to get more shiny cards. So just buy a couple individual packs at a time. You know what I'm saying? If you want to play online, save the key cards, put them in, and then slowly you're building your own cards. So the next time, I don't know. Within the Atlanta community, there is not in-person tournaments. They're out there. I mean, they're out
like
there. They're all out.
Gwinnett, like Lawrenceville and Lilburn and all that.
Farther, sometimes even farther, like Hiram.
Oh.
It's farther. It's like I don't want to.
nah,
I'm not trying to do that.
No.
Hopefully, I'll try to find like I'll try to find like within the perimeter community. Be like, hey, y'all got a space. You got a space to run a tournament, something like that. Let's get something cool going.
I might know a guy. Like, I remember at one point, like, I was at the Midas on Northside getting my car repaired, and I walked down to the McDonald's, and there were just a bunch of dudes in there playing Pokemon cards, like, in the McDonald's. and I knew one of the dudes, so I might know somebody who might know some of these circles that are actually
It's probably like on some underground shit.
It might
Gotta
just
get a
be
little
like
energy tattoo. Like, yeah.
Because I was chatting it up with these I was in Gwinnett just chatting it up with the people at the GameStop. It was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know,
there are
it's got
Discord
some
servers
time.
for this. That'll be my answer to this. There's always a Discord server and there's always a subreddit.
Yeah, I was like, there's probably a subreddit that's
You can
like
really
ATL, fucking
right.
TCG.
Yeah, I actually
Pokemon TCG.
I actually
straight
tried
up.
going to even on I tried going to Facebook. I'm currently in a Facebook group. It's like, hey, any tournaments, and are all like, you know, outside. Like, I don't know, they're the people who are playing. I guess like the people who are playing IRL Pokemon, they're not looking to play within the perimeter. It's all most of the time it's going to be all maybe it's because they live there and not wanting to travel inside. But
Yeah.
it's really.
I wonder if
Are you
in
trying
the
to do
perimeter
like
is an
official tournaments or like leagues?
I know it's probably going to It's probably going to be hard to get official things, but just like, you know, just get if there's people in the city that's trying to play, having a place to play.
Build it. And they will.
There's
Yeah, that's what, you know, I'm trying to speak that out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you listen to this,
I know
trying to
for
get
a
something going.
fact there's a spot on Northside Drive that is like there are two spots that I know for a fact you will find somebody to play cards against in person. Titan Comics out by Cumberland Mall. Straight up, that spot I just went in there one day randomly. I'm like, I wonder if they have manga, and it was just a bunch of dudes playing like Magic and shit, just in there.
Actually, I think I had to make a
prevalent.
choice. I had to make a choice. Am I going to be a Magic player or am I?
Magic
See,
is
I
like,
chose Magic.
You chose Magic?
I made that choice. I chose Magic.
It makes sense. Like I've been seeing Magic. I've been seeing. It's like that.
every time I see it, every single time I see a new deck of Pokemon cards, I'm like, I could do it. I could
It's like
do it.
it's like it makes sense. It's not the same, but it's the same. It's
like-
right
it's
there.
real close. It's real close.
It's right there.
Josh, you're Hearthstone, but fuck Blizzard. I feel like
Yeah,
you'd
don't-
enjoy Hearthstone.
No. If you need another card game, just go to Magic.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
But yeah, it's I see. It's like I see what the Magic cards are doing. It's very very similar. But I think I just had to make a choice.
Yeah,
The
it's got
other
Pokemon skin
spot
on it.
is at the corner of Northside and 10th. So Titan Comics out by Cumberland Mall. Like it's kind of like off in the cut, but that place you probably will find somebody. And then the other spot you'll probably find somebody is the corner on Northside and 10th.
Okay.
Like by the Smoothie King and the Sarpinos, and I know there's like a poke place there. Like there's like a card shop that's like, I want to say it's on the side that's on 10th Street, but there, like I walked in there and they were selling Pokemon cards and just like they had tables set up, and so I feel like either of those places you just
Walk in and go.
yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I need to build up my deck before I go in person because I don't want to walk in and just get washed. Because that's how you
learn. That's really how you learn.
It's like, damn, do I need to start buying individual cards?
Because their meta is probably completely different.
The IRL meta,
Yeah.
it probably is.
I know it is.
I'm secretly hoping I start get some in person tournaments going. It's like, all right, everybody's pretty average, but it's like no, it's like the same thing was on. Everybody got GXs, everybody got standard Vs, everybody got standard EXs, and you just gotta work it in. But I could probably work it out with some Rillaboom because I still have my Inteleon deck and I still have the Rillaboom deck, so I'll be alright if I choose the right ones. But I still got my I got a couple VMAXs. I got a couple Vs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
So
I'm
are
not
you gonna
completely
fuck with
balanced.
these Pokemon games now? Because I've been trying to convince you to get at least the Switch Lite and get one of the Gen 4 remakes.
Actually,
Dude.
I think you of all people, especially in like if you're like into like streaming, I think you would like to do a Pokemon Nuzlocke,
Nuzlocke?
which is like
Oh,
you're
yeah.
picking you pretty much pick your Pokemon game, and then you have rules to where you have to always nickname your Pokemon to like try to get a bond with it. You can only catch the first Pokemon that you interact with on each route. And once your Pokemon faints, it dies. You can no longer use it.
Wow.
And yeah, there's a lot of them, and it's like those get a lot of like views, and they're like, I want to do one. I want to do one for silver, just because I've been getting into the Pokemon games. I've replayed Red recently and beat that. I've been playing Alpha Sapphire, just like getting back into the old ones and finally playing the remake of Gen 3. And I was like, kind of want to do a Nuzlocke. I feel like I'm at that point where I've beaten so many Pokemon games to where I was like, oh, let me take it up.
Honestly, I can't imagine beating a Pokemon game because I'm still in the middle of Crystal. So I'm just like, I can't. Cause
You're playing the hard games. Like Pokemon got progressively easier, and it's like
yeah, you're
they
playing
got
grind.
deeper.
Those old shits.
they're
used to-
grind.
the
This
old
grind is like I
shit.
just like it got to the point like there's no way that I can win unless I'm grinding for like a week straight every day. For
That's
like
why
hours.
I like. Apparently, back in the day, Gen 4 was really bad about grinding. So, because I was playing like Soul Silver, and I was like, this is fucking harder than I remember as a kid.
Like it'll be straight, and then it'll be like you'll hit that wall.
Yeah,
Because like naturally I'll just grind.
I'm already a
But then it'll be like I'll hit that wall.
over-leveler,
It's like wait a second. I've been grinding this entire time. Like I'm still grinding. And like you'll do these little mini bosses, and then you get the main boss of that town. And it's just like, why is this so hard? This doesn't make sense. I'll read the meta for Crystal version. It's like you gotta have this, you gotta have that. And it's like in order to get that,
the
I have to
meta for
grind
Crystal
so
version.
much
there's
just
a
to evolve.
heavy metal.
It's like I gotta get a
Never thought about it.
Steelix, and the Steelix is like you have to trade somebody else. So it's like
Yeah, but you can't anymore.
you
Like
can't do
I
that.
wanted to do because you need a psychic time because psychic is still broken in Gen 2. So you want fucking Alakazam, but you can't get Alakazam, so you got to stick with Kadabra, which is still a good type in Pokemon. But you're just like,
I was like, I don't understand
you
how
get
they,
to end game and like Gen, you want a third evolution. You can't just do it with second evolution.
I don't even know how they did it back then because you had to. It's like you had to know somebody.
Yeah,
with
you
the
had
game.
to know somebody.
We had to know somebody
Or
with the
had
game.
a sibling that also had another console and another game.
So
That had the-
you're
that had
playing
what you needed.
Crystal on Game Boy,
2DS.
2DS. Man, have you thought about just like giving Sun and Moon a spin?
Not really. Not really, because I really just went. When I got Crystal version, I was like, I haven't really for real played a Pokemon game before, so I started playing that. I was like, okay, this is really fun. But I can't remember where I am right now in that game. Like it's like I'm on and off of it, so it's like thinking about other Pokemon games, it just completely blows my mind because like getting into this one is like this is so fucking deep. It's like a 100-hour game.
Pokemon's not; those aren't necessarily telling you what to do next either. So if you take a break and come back, you're like, "What the fuck was I doing?"
Especially
It's like
with, like, Johto.
what town am I in?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you just don't know anymore. Like,
It's-
yo, why am I on this random route? And you check your Pokemon,
That's when you
they're
bring up
doing
the
bad.
IGN wiki guide.
It's like sometimes it's
Exactly.
like, okay, you have to go to this other town just to get what you need for this other town, just to get what you need
Yeah.
for the other town, so you
Yeah.
can grind it and get up to the boss that you needed to
Don't
get.
you just love a good fetch quest? Have I introduced you
In it-
to our
in
Lord
it-
and Savior, Final Fantasy XIV?
Is it a lot of fetching? Is it kind of like random fetching where it's like you
when
have to
you're in the
remember this, but
beginning-
they don't give you any no hints, no reminders.
Okay.
Just know this is
So
something
you
that
have a
you're going to
quest
have to
log.
collect.
It does everything you need.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's a
Like,
quest log.
Yes,
Okay,
you have a quest log. It's called your journal. It has a narrative curve to it. So in the beginning, you're doing like your little lame ass fetch quests. Go here, do this. You know, because you're just a lowly adventurer. You're just getting started out in the field. You know, the story is literally based around your levels. So the first like 10, 15 levels, like you're literally just an 8-shit adventurer. Then you do Ifrit, and you're like, oh, there's some real shit about you, and then we scale up from there.
You're able to slay primals, are you?
Resist the tempering.
And you can fetch me coffee. It's just the exploitation gleam in their eyeballs.
And then next thing you know, you're dealing with political assassination, the church, revolution, and
Yeah.
alternate dimensions.
And
Yeah.
then you're fighting God.
Repeatedly.
Right, whereas
Repeat
A lot
it.
of bottles. Okay.
yeah,
No, it's not necessarily.
there's multiple guys.
Let me rephrase. They all thought they were gods until they saw me.
Right, yeah.
That's how that
Oh, slaying false gods? I
It's
love
more
that.
of like demon.
No,
You're just the god. Looks like you're not God. You're just the god of control.
No, you think you are. You think you are. But these hands come all the same.
You know what I'm saying? You got these unholy hands.
Dang.
And you could play monk where you could actually just do that.
Yeah, I recently just picked up Samurai. And
Samuel.
I was scared of Samurai. I was like, oh yeah, Samurai is so complex. I'm like, yo, Samurai. I'm like, yo,
Samurai is some heat.
I'm like, this shit is fire. You mean I can do single damage? I can drop dots. I can heal myself. I guess they can all kind of do that.
Except for Black Mage.
Melee classes can do that.
Melee.
Actually, Black Mage is the only one that can.
Black Mage is the only one who can't heal themselves.
This is my first. Well, I'm not counting Red Mage because Red Mage is special. You know, you're doing a little bit of ha ha, and then you're doing a little bit of foof foof. You know, so you got both of that going for you.
Taste of both worlds.
Yeah, Samurai is just like, I'm up in your face and I'm just like pulling out my roots. I feel like I'm playing Monster Hunter with Longsword. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is just that rotation.
You might like
With the dots.
You might stay with Samurai.
Hey, I'm fucking with it. I needed a melee DPS class, and I'm like, well, there you go. And then I was talking to Juwan. He coached me through it. Like, he was my sensei in that. Like, and teaching me the way of the blade. Yeah.
Yeah.
He taught me the way of the blade. Now I'm like, oh, man, that rotation
It hits.
fucking hits. So...
I don't know. I'm a summoner. I play a lot of summoner now. I drop my dots and then summon Bahamut.
So,
That's
do y'all want to hit these news stories? Like this somehow turned into a Pokemon TCG spoiler cast.
That's totally fine. Fucking
Shit, we can talk about it some more.
Yeah. I got like 90 million questions I didn't even know I had before.
So
we got
stories,
your first
more
disciple.
Pokemon. Like
Yeah.
This is up to a vote. This is democracy here.
I'm up for whatever.
yeah, I'm down for whatever.
You go ahead and shoot.
So what's your
Oh,
question?
shit, now I'm on a fucking spot. What was the last one? Like, don't have multiple teams. Oh yeah, I think I asked you before we were recording. Is there like any specific like? Do you call it boss Pokemon? I've been playing like a lot of Duel Links, and they got boss Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like you would do this chains of links, and then you would summon your boss card, and then that's who you try to sweep their team with to kill out their. Are there any boss Pokemon that you're like,
So
I'm setting this up to summon this guy and sweep the team?
It took me a while to understand what people say when I guess when you're talking to people who play the game, they're saying, "What deck are you playing?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, "Oh, I have 20 Pokemon." What do you mean? What deck am I playing? So I think that's what you mean by the boss card. It's like who are you setting up to get that kill shot?
Yes.
Really. So that'll be when I say like, hey, I'm playing the Inteleon deck, where it's like it's an engine where Inteleon is the one that's getting the kill shots.
Okay.
So I think that'll be it. I still don't think I have one. It may. I think for a lot of my decks, like I have a deck called Boo Boo the Fool.
Boo Boo the Fool.
Boo Boo the Fool was my first. That was my first winning deck,
Nice.
and then I went into Psychids, and then right now I have Patek. But Vaporeon, if it's a water deck, a Vaporeon deck would be a deck that you're setting up, but you're using the Blastoise Piplup to set up your Vaporeon. So it's like you throw out let's say you throw out your Blastoise Piplup because it has it so that it'll give your bench Pokemon energy, so that let's say if they kill your Blastoise, your Vaporeon's ready to go, or when you're ready to swap, you can run them in there. So it's like you load up the Blastoise Piplup, he's killing a couple of them for you, and each time let's say you can load up three energy cards, get your Vaporeon, 3, boom, 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 boom. If they end up killing your Blastoise, your Vaporeon's ready to go, and each turn you can add another energy, that's another 30 damage. If you can get it so that you can load up the Vaporeon on like 2 to 3 plays for Blastoise, what can end up happening is you can load up like 6 energy on a Vaporeon, and that's like 6 times 30, so that's 180 plus 60, so that's like a 240 damage. Plus you can heal each time. Plus you can do a full heal if you're needing to. Plus you can have a stadium where it heals 30. So if you have the Vaporeon on your deck, you can have it so that each turn you're healing 60, and then you've loaded up your 6 water. Sometimes you can have even more, just depending. Just because you know what cards are they playing, what cards are you pulling. You can have it so like, okay, I think it's bead, where it's like you can load up energy to your base for your on your bench. Let's say you got it hit with the Blastoise to load up. You can load up 3. That's 1, 2, 3, and then you hit with the bead. That's another one. That's 4 on one play for the Vaporeon. You need 3 the damage. So on one play, you got 4 right there, and you're just ready to go. And then you get a Blastoise with another turn. That's another 3. Another bead. That's 1 more. So that's like 8 on 2 turns.
That's
that you can do. That's a Vaporeon deck.
Yeah.
So, knowing you have a 2DS, have you tried the Pokemon trading card game, like the Game Boy?
I didn't know that they actually have, because they back in the day they actually had
Yup.
they had the card game as a game. I have not played it.
That was like the only one I didn't play. Like when I was a
Yeah.
kid, I used to see like people in my neighborhood
Puzzle,
had
pinball.
it, or I would see it out.
People actually had it.
Yeah, people actually had it.
This is a cartridge.
I
I've
tried playing it. I was
seen
like,
in
"Yo,
person,
what the
like,
fuck
a
is
bunch.
this?" And I just
Yeah, never.
I can imagine that'd be very confusing. It's like,
it was
but
very
I have
confusing.
it here.
I mean, you
but
know how to
it's like
play, and
here
it's
in this light.
$6 on 3DS.
Oh, word.
So you could just hop on the 3DS eShop.
I wonder if they're all because you can still. I wonder if you can play online. I think it's just like you
No,
play the
this
computer.
is a ROM of a Game Boy Color game that is.
I mean, it still gets you get your practice in it. Just like learn.
Yeah, I think it'd be something that'd be like a cool like thought experiment for you. Like it's not like
Yeah, because it's
This
only
isn't
it's only
the
like the
Galaxy
first
Brain.
150 on there.
yeah, this is OG. This is a really old game. Let me see like
I mean, you could probably learn the theme because they have old. I don't think they have a deck that you can buy that's like the original 150. Actually, I think they do.
The
This came
original
out
150?
in
I don't think it's the. I think it may be like the
2000.
maybe like the first 2000.
April 2000.
Yeah, I think they have a couple decks where it's like it goes that far back. There's a couple decks that do that. So
Yeah,
I don't think they're
they,
winning. I don't think they're winning decks, but they have them. If you
Are you talking about like the original remake, or like original 150 cards?
as in like 96 to 150. No, I don't think I know. I don't think I know enough about Pokemon to know if the ones in that deck are probably not. Probably not. I think it'll be up to maybe like Gen 3 or 4, but the original 150, I don't think there are.
Okay, so you're talking about this Blastoise Piplup combo. How does evolution work? Because you can't just have your. Back when I was playing,
tag teams, no, there's no evolution
no
for tag
evolution.
team. So evolutions are just going to be your standard. There's the basic, stage 1, stage 2 that you're able to do, which are decent. Some of them are really good, but the time it takes to do that and the luck to be able to do that. There are cards that you can get where you can like automatically evolve and find a card to evolve them. You can do that if you have to pay. If you have enough cards that we can set that up. And then there's of course like you get the V and then you get the V Max. Which is a little bit quicker, which is a safer bet. But yeah, there's still evolutions, but the tag teams do not evolve.
I'm so immature. I was sitting here. I was like, "What about the D?"
But yeah, it's a good time. If you're into Pokemon, if you're into strategy games, if you're into JRPG, if you're into turn-based combat,
If you're into card games,
if you're into
games
card games,
is just a whole thing. If you're into digital card games, that's a whole subgenre.
Plus, like,
that
Is there a Persona or a SMT card game?
most likely
most like I mean, there's a Dragon Ball card game.
there's a Dragon.
I saw
Quest card game.
that. I was like, I asked the dude. that
Was it like
there,
Dragon
yo,
Ball Heroes? No,
No, it's like
just
Z.
Dragon
It's like
Ball
Z. It's like
Z
more
card game.
modern. I asked the dude like, yo, because I was like getting the looking for the Pokemon card. I was like, are people playing this? Is this something that people are buying? It was like yeah, some people are, but it's not something that people nobody's really playing it. Nobody's collecting it.
Yeah.
Probably the resale on that is not even worth it yet. So it's there. You can find it. It's there, but I don't think anybody's playing it.
It's not gonna pop up.
I don't think so, unless there's an online version that's just like kind of like on the. Because I honestly, I didn't think like the trading card game was even popping like that. Maybe it wasn't really at the time because I went on, I'll go look up the subject on Twitch. You'd be like, okay, this doesn't have a lot of views, and then all of a sudden, it's getting more.
Once Pokemon cards became, I mean, I think like Magic the Gathering, they did their online thing, and it wasn't like. I had a couple friends that were playing that online, and
Magic
it wasn't
Gathering
really like
is
going
sad.
off. But then, like, all of a sudden, like, I think especially when the pandemic hit, Magic the Gathering online was just like it
Crazy.
was it.
Well, what happened to Magic specifically is they've had multiple online versions, and most of them sucked. But Arena's fully functional and fun.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty much what happening. Like
That's the crazy part. This man, like, he opened my eyes to, like, the Pokemon, like, online TCG has always kind of been in my periphery, like, just following the games. And, like, Ave plays competitive Pokemon. Data Dave does Nuzlocke. Like, having these streamers in Atlanta that I know that are, like, a lot more invested in the Pokemon community, like, TCG's just always kind of there, but, like, the fact that watching your streams, that they have a decent app, that they have...
Like, honestly, the animation's cool. The sound effects are pretty dope. Like the background music is pretty dope. The card art is actually really good. Like each attack has a specific animation towards it. So if you do like a psychic type attack and it's super strong, it'll be like it does the whole.
That's cool.
It does the whole thing. If you do a water attack, it splashes. You do.
I don't want to recommend you just giving Hearthstone a spin because you can play Hearthstone on your phone and that first hit's free.
I would say play Duel Links before you play Hearthstone.
Duel Links
or
is actually fun.
Magic the Gathering Arena or Magic Arena.
Josh is like, I'm just trying to play Pokemon, y'all.
Wait, where can you play this game? Because now I'm interested. I got Duel Links and
PC.
like Yu-Gi-Oh really doesn't hit for me.
It's
hard.
PC, but you can get it on the iPad.
Okay.
Not it's like I was like I tried to get it, tried to see if it's somewhere on mobile, but it's not. It's just on probably tablet because it's like I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know the reason why it's not on. Maybe because the interface it isn't big enough.
Yeah, I know that when you're playing Duel Links, you only get they chop it down from 5 to 3. You can only summon 3 monsters. You can only play.
Oh, okay.
3
Hearthstone's a lot simpler of a card game, but I know Hearthstone originally was like iPad and PC, and then eventually they got it to phones when phones started getting bigger, but it's also a lot simpler than Pokemon. Like, I feel like the screen real estate, like just having your stream up on an extra monitor and I glance over, I'm like, I can see why it doesn't fit on phones, but at the same time, phone screens are getting bigger and your player base is just like
I feel like it's grown significantly
I got it downloading on my iPad at home.
I feel like in the last 2 months it's grown significantly than when I first started getting into it. It's getting a little bit more popular. I don't think it's reached like the mainstream.
No, not at all. Not at all. I will guarantee you.
I don't think honestly, unless there's like a celebrity who gets into it or like another streamer who gets into it and is like really into it. I don't think it's gonna reach it. Like it could.
Anything has the potential.
It has the potential. But I guess it's because like the interface is good enough. The game is fun enough, and it's accessible, and it's Pokemon. Plus, Pokemon in general, it was always generally kind of accepted, but now like celebrities are like getting chains and like they're getting they're buying $15,000 cards and like it's more. Within the public conscious of just generally Pokemon, I feel like enough people will stumble upon the card, the trading card.
So are you like rolling with these? Like I'm looking through Twitch right now and looking at like people playing and opening packs. And have you made any like connections in the Pokemon TCG like online community?
Yeah, definitely. So the TCG community is actually very very supportive because like it's still I guess maybe because it's Twitch, but it's also Pokemon.
But it's niche. That's the thing. Like niche communities will really be there for you in.
So you're trying to join us? Welcome in, brother.
Yeah, it's super great. Like I said, when somebody popped in my stream, it's like, hey, I got these extra cards. Here are some extra super strong cards that I just have, and here you go. That's people who it's like, hey, here, if you join the Discord, like, hey, they're really like, hey, so Iknowjones, he showed up. Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I don't on Instagram. It's a real cool, close knit community that it's like, we can play 1-on-1, we can trade. You got this, I got that. It's real. It's real dope. It's real dope.
I'm starting to get catered ads about buying Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's eBay ads like. Damn, this is horrible.
I'm reluctant because I see that you can buy just buy the code cards. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes it'll be like you can get a code card for like $1, which is much cheaper Well,
than buying a pack.
I mean, if you get a pack, it's like
you get the physical cards and the like.
yeah, it's like
it's a risk reward.
It's like it's like if you're really gonna be playing a game, like hey, you know, you can spend $5, you get 5 cold cards. That's 50 cards. That's like technically 50 cards in a game, or you can use that to get like $5. You can get like a really strong card in a game, as opposed to $5 you get 1 pack, and that's you may be able to trade something for like that 1 pack. So it depends. Like I like having the physical cards and the digital cards. So it's like hey, you can spend every once in a while. I don't really trust it 100%. There are different sites that you can buy online cards and they'll mail it to you. I don't trust it because that's an easy lick. Even if it's just $1, like it's a real easy lick.
Collector treasure trove or something. There's somebody like, because I've bought a few cards off eBay. I'm like, this card's just too cool not for me not to own it. So I've bought a couple cards off eBay, and I know there's like, I wish I had like my PC that I do all this shit. Like I just kind of have Chrome like in a shell of itself on here, but there's someone that I get emails from that is like, hey, these packs are coming in. Do you want to like? So I really, like I said, this is Pokemon TCG has always been in my periphery, like as like a hardcore Pokemon fan, and so I really might have some plugs for you, like the fact that you are in like this.
I mean, if you I see the tournaments. It's like that could be me. I saw a black dude in the tournament. I was like, whoa, okay, yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah,
I was late because if I had to be 100% honest, like there are not a lot of black. There are not a lot like a lot of.
Not yet.
Not yet. Always kind of look. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying. Da. But yeah, it's not to say the community is weird or anything like that, but just saying you like to see yourself.
The Pokemon community, it has its aspects that are negative, but for the most part,
for 100%, like everybody, like honestly, almost everybody that I've met and gone cool with, it's like one of each demographic. So it's like it's not. I don't get that feel at all from the community at all.
Yeah, and I mean, like for me, like when I play the games, like I streamed pretty much my entire playthrough with Sword and Shield, or Sword specifically, and so like the community that formed around that, and like the people who were watching my streams and were like mad at me when I was like, all right, I just had to grind this Pokemon up to beat this gym like off stream, and they're like, no, we needed all this on stream. We need to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the things I really enjoy about the Pokemon community. Out of all the other games and stuff like that, the Pokemon community, if you're into Pokemon, it's almost like if you're in France, you're French. That's it. You're French. It's like if you're into Pokemon, you're like a Pokemon person, which is
my old email was, I'm not gonna add a domain to this, but my first email I ever had was Aman Pokemaster.
Amen, Pokemaster.
So yeah, like the Pokemon community.
Actually, I lied. I forgot my name on the because everything is. I think I tried to get honors or stuff like that, or wanted to do something for Pokemon. It's villains are lemons. That's my that's my Pokemon. I just when you said that, I was like, wait a second, no, my name on the.
Is that a SpongeBob reference?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Villains are lemons.
Tweet at Iknowjones if you're hearing this and you want to fuck with. If you want the smoke.
Yeah, just follow me on Twitch. You'll see the name if you want to play or whatever. I'll be in the Discord sometimes. I'll be lurking. If you want to play, reach out. You know what I'm saying? We can chat it up. I can show you some things. I can get you some cards. Let you know what's up.
At home right now, my 3DS is downloading the Pokemon TCG Game Boy game. So if at any point, like, I don't even know if they do, like, were there link battles in this? I just have that downloading, and I have the iPad app downloading. So at the very least, I will give it the college try.
Yeah. Oh, if you get the iPad app,
how much is the app on PC?
Free to play.
Straight
you don't let that's one of the greatest things about this game. You can play this game and you can technically be really, really great, without spending a dime. You don't have to get the booster packs to get cards. You can still trade. You can still trade up for better cards by playing the tournaments and playing to get the tickets for the tournaments. You just play the ladder. So really, you could just like grind that. Just like you just gotta grind.
And the ladder resets every week.
Resets every week, and they give you packs. They give you when you're doing the rewards of playing the ladder. It's playing the pack. So you get the rewards of playing the ladder. Sometimes they give you coins. Sometimes they give you chests. Sometimes they give you packs. So you get those packs. You get 200 coins, you get another deck. If you get 500 coins, you get like a booster set, a theme deck, so you can play the tournaments better. And when you play the tournament packs that you earn, you can trade. You can't trade the ones that you buy, but the ones that you earn through the tournaments, you can trade. You can use those trades to get even better cards. So if you don't have it, if you don't have $1, you can still have fun. You can still get cards. You have to grind a little bit more, but it's still fun. You know, if you're into Pokemon, you can still because like right now on the ladder, I play the expanded deck, but you can still play theme decks. So they'll give like if you play the trainer, they'll give you theme decks. They'll give you like the flame theme deck. They give you electric theme deck. If you just play that and get successful in that, they'll give you those decks. You play the ladder, you get more decks. Expand your deck, so it's a good time.
Tight. Super tight.
All right. So, as far as your physical cards that you own, what is your rarest card? Like, what is
my rare? Actually,
have you appraised your cards?
Yes, yes,
okay.
I have. Because I got the app.
Hold up. What is the app? Because
the app that I use is the TCG player app, and so whenever I buy a pack, I can just go in my computer room, set everything up.
This needs to be a YouTube channel. When I tell you there's an audience, when I tell you that
people are ravaged.
This is a movement. Like you, once again, the coolest guy on the podcast. You just do some shit, and it's just like making waves. Like
I'll look more into getting more to the content of it. It's a little bit hard. It's harder for me because like if I'm going to do it, then I gotta like do it.
Right. So you have a certain level of quality.
If I'm going to, because I got.
But like the level of quality mixed with like.
Yeah,
it do.
There's
an audience. I have
to figure it out.
Am I part of that audience? Yeah, but
like
I'm not. The audience isn't just me. I feel like you have an audience.
I think that's why I wanted to get into TCG. That's the main reason why I specifically, because my girlfriend she's like, you know, you can do like Red Dead, because I'm super into Red Dead. Yeah, you can do this, you can do that. I'm just like, no, I am streaming Pokemon trading
cards.
Fuck it, like this is what I do. But my right now my most valuable card is the Sylveon V full art, and after that would be.
And you have that.
Physically. And then there's the Jolteon V full art.
This man got full.
And then after that is the. I'm sorry?
Can I see the Jolteon full art?
Jolteon V? Yeah. This is the Jolteon V full art. It's pretty. It's shiny.
I mean,
that's like, check out my Pokédex.
That's my go-to.
But the Sylveon V full art, this thing is pretty.
Oh,
it's so pretty. I should have brought it. It's so pretty.
Ooh.
That's Sylveon V full art. And then after that would be the Pikachu.
Olana video editor. No, throw up that card because that card is.
The Pikachu V Max is actually really nice. All the V Maxes are dope, but like seeing that Pikachu full art was very. That's
a chunk
Pikachu. You know what I'm saying? It's a
oh Lord, he come.
But and then like I had a trainer card, Green Lantern. That's it's just a big gold lantern. It's not that special. But the ones I had before this were pretty great. I think that the Buzzwole GX was something special. Vaporeon. That was something really special. I think the other one I didn't show was the Aegislash. I got Aegislash VMAX full art.
That was one of the craziest things about watching your stream, like because now every time you stream, if I'm at my computer or if I'm gaming, I'm just bringing up on another monitor. Like no audio, no nothing. Like I'm not gonna be in your chat. It's just gonna be up.
Yeah, because at first I was like, let me see if I can do it consistently. Because I was just like, all right, let me just go ahead and get the dual screen and get the light, da 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 da. And then I was like, all right, if I can stream for if I can consistently stream, if like okay, I can do this, then I was going to get the green screen. So then if I like now that if people are watching, people are enjoying the show. Then yeah, I'll probably just go ahead and get a green
Just
screen.
hop in the Discord. There's a Pokemon channel that's been in the Discord that, for the most part, like when games are coming out, there's like game talk, and then when there's not a game, like it's just a bunch of fan art. Just hop in there and make it throw in some TCG, because I know for a fact there are some people in there that like.
Yeah, I'll throw I guess I'll get a couple photos together in the collection, because I know there's the collections in there.
Those pictures belong in Pokemon. Like that Pokemon channel, I will defend with my fucking life. Like the amount of
in the
channels.
collections.
No, Pokemon. I don't give a fuck.
Because even with the full, because even that because they have them. If you get them in the box, you get the extra large deck,
Yeah.
same card, but it's like big.
Yeah.
Even that, because I got the shiny Galarian Shadow Calyrex. I got the big card of that. I got an Elder Gloss. I got one more. I forgot what it was. There's one more that I have. It was just like the big art. I'm trying to get more, because like the Shadow Rider Calyrex was super dope, because that's when I was on my my Psychic meta. I think they still have they probably have the Ice Rider. I think it's Galarian Ice Rider Calyrex full art. Because those are the two ones to get the GameStop.
How many full arts do you have?
Not that many. I probably at this point it's hard to remember, because like I sold like my main ones, and I'm starting to build the ones. Basically the ones that I just mentioned before.
Yeah.
Those that's pretty much what I have. It's maybe like that's probably like 5 or 6 or something like that. But
Josh, you want a beer? I'm trying to be considerate.
no,
Okay.
That's tight.
But yeah, I'm it's maybe partially because I wasn't allowed to get into Pokemon when I was younger, so now it's like a second go at it.
Next time you draw a card,
See what I'm saying? Like actually, I pulled that Pikachu out my house, like just like right in front of my parents. It's like, this is what I'm missing.
Damn.
No, but yeah, it's
a pocket monster.
it's super great. You know what I'm saying? You when you get a job, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of money in your pocket. You know, you can spend it on Pokemon.
Fuck it, Wolfgang.
I mean, it's like you get that hobby.
You know, yeah, now I got something, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I got a little something, you know what I'm saying? Work a little bit overtime. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me get some more Pokemons. Let me
2 hours of overtime, that's 2 hours of packs I can buy.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let me head up to the what's the name this weekend.
Right, Josh has not dropped any specific details, and I appreciate the game.
Yeah,
So
it's a good time.
I mean, we're gonna have to record like an extra thing this week, because this has been top shelf content. I would not trade this shit for whatever the fuck. Like, screw Switch getting Bluetooth.
I saw that. I was like, I was kind of like,
The technology has clearly always
that was
been there.
the weird thing. It was like it was always there, but it's like why?
We forgot to flip the switch.
They hold us for years.
It was like that's like Nintendo some hold like y'all great. Y'all got y'all get. You know what I'm saying? But it's like damn, y'all.
Pokemon's great. Nintendo.
They're okay.
They just happen to like get that problem.
I mean, they have SMG5.
Right.
No, that's Atlas.
Iwata,
That's still Atlas.
But it's only on Switch, right?
I know, but still, that credit goes to Atlas.
yeah, the same way like Persona goes to Atlas, the way it doesn't go to PlayStation.
That's
Just
fair.
remember, the year it came out, Nier Automata outsold Persona 5. Remember that.
It's also Persona 5's anniversary, so happy 5th anniversary Persona 5.
We can do all this. There's a whole list of notes.
I know, but I had to say it.
You had to say it.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy anniversary, Persona.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah,
To the team.
To the team.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all having me come through to talk about Pokemon.
Come back whenever.
It's been sitting deep in my soul. It's like I gotta tell somebody about this.
And now you got the cheesy controller audience.
you.
Like
Oh, yeah.
you got a Discord server. Like that's the thing. If people start joining the Discord server to play the Pokemon TCG with you,
Oh yeah,
You still have admin permissions. You
Yeah, we can run that. Like if y'all are inspired to play, just hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Monday, Tuesday, we can 1v1 during the week. 1v1. I just don't stream. I just don't stream on any of
bad are the starter decks when you first start playing? Because I mean, I'll 1v1 your ass. I won't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Like if you with the starter decks, I'll run the starter decks with you because you have it. So if like if you want to run theme, I'll run theme.
Okay, cool.
I still because like the tournaments, I do not do expanded decks on the tournaments. I'm sorry, my cards are not that good because like they will run your ass like you when you
They're about it.
like when you want to see cards that you have never seen before that are just if you want to see cards like that are broken. Some people will build a deck of broken cards on expanded deck. That's
Are there any type of regulations for those?
Yes, there are regulations. There's theme, standard, expanded,
the same way they're like
unlimited.
Rayquaza's been banned in Pokemon, like in the competitive Pokemon video
'cause it's
games for the
broken.
longest. Like there's,
So wait,
they put thought into this shit. Like a lot of it, I will never get to the level.
What made
of,
Rayquaza so broken?
Mega Rayquaza was like the most powerful Pokemon. so,
Insane
like,
high attack stat plus Draco meter as a stat moon. Just
I mean,
didn't it have
fucking-
like insane speed
right,
too?
insane speed.
Yeah.
it always
And then-
hit first.
So it
Right.
always hit
like-
hard.
And even when your
And
speed
Draco
was
Meteor
not
hits
better
really,
than
really
the best
hard.
Pokemon speed that was like on the field, you had extreme speed, which guaranteed first priority.
It's
Like,
gross. It's like Blissey
And
plus
speed,
Dragonite.
speed in Pokemon games equal crits. So you have high speed, you have high crit. Fuck, I was gonna ask you. Okay, that when you were like themed, expanded, and standard. Themed, I guess I understand. Water, electric, fire.
No, those would be like
or
based
are you
on the
talking about, like-
expansion.
Yeah, those would be like when you when you go like to Walmart, it'll be like the Dreadnought theme pack. Those
the
are those.
Arctic, whatever, where it's got the little arc.
Yeah, it'll be like
arc
okay, you
and
get 30, you get like 30, you get 60 cards, and it's
Yeah,
like
okay.
pre-packaged like decks,
starter pack.
starter packs. Yeah, basic theme is starter packs.
Okay.
Essentially. And then expanded, you can do some. You can get that's where you get into the GXs and the Vs.
Okay.
But it's like
Broken.
people will get
Sweat.
like people will get it's sweat. It gets. I remember the first time I was like,
Sweat
this
and
is
money.
gross. Sweaty. You don't have a chance. Like unless you've been sweaty.
Josh has
you don't have
seen
a
some
chance.
shit.
I've
like
seen some shit. Like because they'll get gross on you. It's like they'll get the cards, but then they'll get like the special edition gold. They'll have like an all gold. Because you don't have to. You don't have to do that.
Flex.
That's the flex. That's what they'll do
Right, yeah.
in the expanded tournaments. You don't want to do that.
Sweat money.
Theme decks. That's when you get the storms. Like it's pre-planned. You just have to pick a deck, and it's just how well the RNG. It's basically how well the RNG treats you versus how well you're able to build.
Yeah.
You know how well you're able to play. That's what I play. I play theme decks because it's real like skill that you've built just based on the deck that you choose.
Okay. But you didn't build that deck.
No, you don't build. But you can build a standard deck in like some of the cards you're not able to play.
Okay.
It's just like expanded, you can get broken and expanded. That's what it is.
Okay.
You can get it broken, but like just regular standard, there's still V's and stuff like that, but it's like
Yeah.
it's just less broken. And then there's theme, which is like the themes is the most respectful. It's really like the most respectful way to play. You're not going to do that in the tournaments. The tournaments is going to be expanded. Like you're really going to run it. But it's like if you know it levels the playing field. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
So it's not like
Okay.
Okay, I mean, this has been a solid episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all are cool, I'll wrap it. Remember, you can follow us all collectively around the internet. CheesyControllerPodcast.com. Support us on Twitch in September. Buy us a coffee. Buy Jalen a coffee. Fuck it.
Yeah. I like coffee. But that's all.
Buy us all coffee. We'll take them.
Espresso.
And yeah, I would say it's probably about 4 out of 5 on the coffee. Do you fuck with coffee every time?
I'll take
You
a
take
coffee.
5 out of 5 on a coffee.
Okay.
God damn.
Right, we'll all take a coffee. You can follow me, Twitter, Twitch, all that shit. PSN, Anton6, 3 X's or 2 X's, whatever. You'll find me.
6 X's. And
Right, 6 X's, 6 axis PlayStation. Deep cut, like that was bad. Chris, where can people find you?
You can follow me at Chef and Chris.
Jalen,
Squid Bishop.
Madrid,
Speedwagonix.
Josh.
Iknowjones everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
This has been a No It's Good production. The audio version is going to be edited by Iknowjones. The video version is going to be edited by Long and Twisted Mind. Until next time, keep it cheesy.